right, Tom Brady, let's talk about him. Also calling it a career. For now. That leaves Blaine Gabbert, Kyle Trask on their roster. Tyler, I'm going to start with you here. Who are you going to sign or trade?
Well, you know I have these New England roots in me, so obviously I'm going to go after them trading for Jimmy Garoppolo. You know, I got the banners behind me. I want to see it happen. I wanted to see it happen in New England. That didn't happen, but I want to see it happen in Tampa Bay. Jimmy Garoppolo succeeding Tom Brady. I think it would be a fascinating storyline, and it makes a lot of sense for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They already, very similar to the Steelers, have a playoff caliber roster already put together. They have some free agents they have to figure out, but Garoppolo makes a lot of sense. He does a lot of the same things Tom Brady can do. He has that innate ability to win, has made it to a Super Bowl with the San Francisco 49ers. To me, that one makes a lot of sense. I don't know if they will be able to really swing things with Aaron Rodgers or Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson. This is kind of that good middle ground of getting themselves a stable quarterback while Trask continues to develop. And Jimmy Garoppolo, to me, again, is a guy that can still win you football games and keep you competitive in the NFC while still maybe not going all in and throwing away all your draft capital to get one of those elite guys.
Shout out to Sully for not sending Jimmy G to the Steelers. So that's a huge win for me. I'm not a big Garoppolo guy, but I'll say this. That team would be incredibly handsome in back-to-back years at the quarterback position. You go from Tom Brady, even sprinkle a little Blaine Gabbert in there and go to Jimmy G. I get that. I think Sully's exactly right. You can win in that division with the Jimmy G because there's not much else in terms of competition. But if they're going to draft a guy, and again, as Sully noted, they just drafted Kyle Trask last year on day 2. You can go in round 1 with a guy like Sam Howell, who is a gunslinger that fits the Bruce Arians mold. Didn't have a great season in 2021, in part because he was asked to do so much on that Tar Heels football team. They lost 2 running backs and 2 wide receivers to the draft. Those running backs and wide receivers were pretty productive as rookies. But Sam Howell has a rocket arm. He's incredibly mobile, not quite as mobile as Malik Willis, but he put up similar type numbers during the practice week at Senior Bowl and got some folks' attention. He's a gamer, he's a gunslinger, all these other adjectives we like to throw around to describe these guys, but he's incredibly tough, and I feel like he can come in to that Bruce Arians system and throw the ball down the field, which we know BA likes to do. He's a young quarterback. He's not going to provide any pushback as perhaps maybe Tom Brady and Byron Leftwich did at points during their time there, according to these reports that we're now hearing. We'll see, but I think Sam Howell makes some sense at the bottom of the first round. He's not a flavor for everyone in terms of guys you might like, but he fits a certain mold, and that mold certainly feels like one that Bruce Arians could really enjoy getting his hands on and working with.
If BA stays there, of course, that's the other question. We're still waiting to figure out what's going to happen with all these Tampa Bay Buccaneers now that Brady has called it a career.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.